Right there. So this is a post made by Damien. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. And let's see if I can make it a little bigger. Yes. Okay. That's awesome. So his post, he has a very nice image on the bottom that says, "I am a liar." And I don't think you are, you Damien, but you know, that's and it's a very funny image from, you know, I think there's another movie called Fake Guru. If you haven't watched it, you probably should. So let's read this post. It's a little long, but it is fascinating and it's written very, very well. So he says, "I want to apologize in advance for some of the post content. Specifically, there are two things I want to apologize for. Earlier in my career, I made some bad decisions and was part of something that I didn't believe in, nor did I agree with. I needed the money back then, and I did what I felt was necessary to feed my family." I know so many of us have found ourselves in these situations before. Very few of us have come public about it. So I respect you for doing that, Damien. I know how important it is for young entrepreneurs to have those they look up to and respect. Having a special guru or highly respected expert that you consider a mentor can help you through the hard times. They can feed us some fire when our dream seems a cold lifetime away. But I'm older and wiser now. My values have changed, and this topic has really gotten under my skin in the past several years. Here is the scoop. For years, I was an SEO pro. During those younger years, the big info product boom was in full swing. Look what just happened. Close that. Close that. There you go. So where we are. Okay. So during my years, these young years, the big info product boom, and I know many of us have seen it and have been there and have wasted so much money on it. Every major and minor guru had a big bloated info course on everything from becoming a consultant to hypnosis training to marketing on Facebook, you name it. There was a course sold with promised certification, which is very fascinating, right? It's pretty much still like this today, just not as festering as it was 6+ years ago. Well, being good at SEO, I built a website around a service that created info product for people. Some people, sorry, things keep popping up. For some people, with some SEO magic, my website was #1 for info product for 6+ years. The project flow was supposed to be as follows. There you go. A business owner would contact us and we'd come to an agreement on the project. To some extent, we would interact with them to absorb their area of expertise. Through interviews, we would extract that information from their heads, formulate a step-by-step lesson around that expertise, and then create a beautiful info product that they would sell to their industry. So actually, this guy right here, this is gold, right? So basically, interviews, you can do that yourselves. You get interviews, and then you take that interview and you turn it into a step-by-step lesson around the expertise, right? So this is what many gurus are doing. Seems straightforward process, right? Well, we work with the best markets such as hypnosis, pickup, internet marketing, branding, personal development, NLP, business operation, etc. I won't name names, that's sort of sleazy. But I will say that some of our clients were Fortune 100 guys, everyday name marketing gurus, and names we see mentioned in this group weekly. What's got under my skin and what's bugging the hell out of me is that 95% of our clients didn't actually have their own material. And that's crazy considering we turned away at least 95% of the leads that came in because they also didn't have their own material. So this is what will happen. Guru A would contact us and say, "Hey guys, I have a shitload of proprietary information." They always says this, proprietary information, "that I need to get systematized into a course. We hear you guys are the best. Of course, we will get excited, accept the project, and then the bait and switch started." Guru A would say something very close to, "Hey, I'm super busy and it's hard for me to take time away for the interviews. Look, Guru B, Guru C, Guru D have some sort of pretty much the same stuff like ours. We will send you their stuff and you just extract the ideas and spin it. Cool?" Listen to this, guys. That's crazy. By the time this happened, in the process, we had already been paid and gotten stuff together to do the project. Since we were fledgling business, refunding huge deposit was just not something we could do. Maybe I'm just excusing my own lack of judgment. Well, I feel you, Damien. In those times, you know, when you have to feed your family, right? And you're just building yourself up, we fall for these things. So at one point, one of our gurus, Guru A clients, was caught by Guru B. This is crazy, guys. Who had riffed content from. Thankfully, it wasn't one of our writers who did this because holy shit, guys, it was basically plagiarism. We were brought in to save the shit show of a project 6 weeks before launch, and emergencies like this were very normal. The surprising ending of the drama was that Guru B calmly asked Guru A to change the content up some more because they had a lot of overlapping audience between them. I know, crazy. When I was reading this post, I'm like, I can't believe this is really happening. But actually, I worked with people and I know this is exactly what's happening. So it goes to show you that all these guys know what's going on and they keep quiet about it. They're a tight-knit community and no one wants to rat at each other because they're all guilty of this. And what he's trying to say is this: your gurus aren't gurus. That's the point of this post. That's the point of this video. Your gurus are not gurus. And if you guys want, I have another video on my channel called the Guru Fallacy. It's like 5-10 minute rant if you want to watch it. But it's really important because, as you just see from people in the industry, people don't, you know, when you try to follow someone else, you're not using your own voice, right? And you're afraid to use your own voice because you're not as big as Guru A, Guru B, Guru D. It's all fake. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all like, you know, like, look at me, I'm better. And then all this stuff happening in the background. So I just finished this one. So my goal is not to taint anyone. Let's start here. So I can say this because my company wrote the courses that many of those top gurus sold to you for thousands of dollars. That's crazy. We do our best to make them as original possible, but that's the woman that works with Damien, who writes about that on another day. It was exhausting and it was stupid. These courses, for the most part, aren't original. They are curated from dozens of sources and rewritten enough to prevent plagiarism lawsuits. Though in most cases, that isn't even a remote threat because everybody's in the same pool. So he says, my goal is not to taint anyone's reputation. After all, I fed my family and employees with those payments, so I'm not going to be a shithead that bites the hand that feeds him. But my goal is for everyone who looks at these gurus and bigs them as being somewhat special or a genius or above the rest of us to hear the truth. The truth is, sure, they're bright, but so are you. And this is super, super important, guys. It's very important. It happened to me as well when I was just starting up with the Google Plus ranks and being the G Plus go-to gal. You know, I had a lot of experts and gurus trying to tap into my knowledge and claim it as their own. And there were times, and I actually share that right here, where I had to get lawyers to get out of situations where people were stealing my intellectual property. And it's still happening. And it's fascinating to me, why would you go out and build this whole persona where you know it's all fake? You know it's not you. Like, how do you sleep at night with the stress of somebody finding out, you know? And there's no wonder. There's so many refunds and there's so many claims and so much support. So how do you know? How do we end this trend? And how do you know who to listen to, who to trust, who to put your time and money and effort and your entire business? Whose advice should you take if so many of these gurus are fake gurus? Well, the way that you can do that, we have today's technology, and that allows us to come in and talk to people face to face, right? So if someone picks and chooses the comments from a webinar because they don't want to answer your question because it threatens their authority, or maybe they don't know what to answer because they don't really know what they're teaching, that's a fake guru, right? How would you know if someone is the real deal? They will open it up for you to come in and ask them anything you want face to face. And if you want an example of that, I've had a great experience with John Benson about 2 years ago. And since then, we've been working together. The guy's the real deal, and he's doing that again next week. So if you want to experience what it's like to actually get help from someone who knows their craft, who can crank out like copywriting like it's nothing, which I've seen him do, which is pretty fascinating, because I work with other copywriters who couldn't do that and claim to be all that, right? So if you want to learn if you want to experience what it's like to actually work with someone face to face in a free and open and unscripted environment, then you want to join us. And if you want to learn how you could use that technology for yourself and position yourself above that fakeness and be a real person and really help people and really change life and do things that are not common practice right now, check out the masterclass. It's about an hour long, but it goes by very quickly, and a lot of people said that it changed their lives. Yesterday I had a conversation with a friend who said, I'm tired of all this BS. You know, I've tried everything that everybody said there to the T, and it's not working. And the reason why it's not working, we are bombarded with fake news, fake gurus. Everybody's like just copying each other. It's time for authentic communication. It's time for being human again, right? And really connecting on a heart-to-heart level. And if you can do something and you can really help a person change their life, do it. And if you can't, be honest about it and send them off to someone who can. Like, you're not supposed to be the answer to everybody. So to end this little rant, hopefully you guys are a little wiser now, knowing who to pick to be your mentor, who to pick to be your coach, where to invest your money, and how to really tell the difference between a real guru and a fake one. And apparently so many of them are. So any question, comments, like this video, subscribe, share, you know, don't keep it a secret, because there's so many people there who are falling prey to like really, really good marketing, and it's heartbreaking. So hopefully this was helpful, and we'll see you in the next video.